I met with the architect of the big billion-dollar Pulaski Skyway reconstruction project. It's massive, and I met with the former NJDOT Assistant Commissioner, Anthony Attanasio. Anthony, how are you?
Good morning, Sibile. How are you?
Good, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well.
All right, so I guess we'll head over the bridge, right?
Sounds like a plan.
Of course, I didn't know the directions to the bridge, so we started out with my GPS, which I, then typed in the address, and then we were off on our way. So I asked Anthony, how did they avoid Carmageddon? Because they displaced essentially hundreds of thousands of cars by closing the northbound lanes of the Pulaski Skyway.
Came up with the plan, tried to sell it. I can tell you it didn't sell very well leading up to the closure.
Right.
People just didn't believe us. They
Right.
say, we know where we live, we know what's going to happen, and it's going to be a disaster. And in this case, thankfully, we were right.
So what they did was they encouraged more people to take the ferry, NJ Transit, the PATH train. Also on New Jersey Turnpike, they repaved a shoulder to use that as an extra lane during rush hour. He said that it's going to cost about $1.2 billion to deal with this project. It was actually money from the ARC Tunnel project that was canceled.
Now, I'm sure they've already sent a letter to Governor Christie thanking him for that.
Right. But basically, yeah, that's what he was saying. And he also said that when they looked at it, it was in worse shape than they had anticipated.
Well, you can fix it, but you can't redesign it. That was the problem with the thing. In the left-handed exits, there's always going to be wrecks up there because it's designed in a weird way. There's no other bridge like it. As far as funding is concerned, there was also Port Authority toll money being used to pay for that bridge as well. And that's something that's weird because it's not a Port Authority property. And that's actually being investigated by the SEC right now. There's a lot of weird money changing hands on this project, and maybe too much to investigate. I
asked Anthony, why do they not just replace the bridge or build a new bridge? And he said, well, that would cost about $4 billion, and that's being conservative.
Did you ask him, why is it still, though, construction costs in New Jersey to do things like this are so much more than neighboring states? At some point, someone's got to have the conversation that it shouldn't actually have to cost that much. It could cost a lot less. I think there are other issues that are at play here. That's one. And then two, what's the next big project that these guys are working on?
Well, that's the problem. There is no major big project because they keep telling me the Transportation Trust Fund is going broke on July 1st, and no politician wants to go on the record raising taxes to increase that fund. So
thanks.